Trinitarians are crashing and burning now. They had a live stream stated that early Christians were Trinitarian. So I go on there and say, no, they're not. They were not Trinitarians like they are today. So what? That doesn't matter. That destroys your biblical Unitarianism. Sam and God Logic, they were not Trinitarian like they are today. So what? That doesn't matter. These people are so ignorant, they don't understand this destroys their entire doctrine because it shows the Trinity was an evolutionary concept. It did not exist with the early church. See, they're so brainwashed and so gullible and so simple-minded, they can't wrap their head around this fact. Then they try to play build-a-God going through verses like riddles like John 8:40, you seek to kill me, a man that has told you the truth that I heard from God. Just more excuses, puzzles, and clues to avoid the Trinity being taught in the gospel by anybody. I wanted them to go to Christ and the apostles. Did they? Of course not. They ran away like a child with their hair caught on fire. That shows you they care more about these later church nephews than they do with the gospel and what Christ and the apostles actually taught.
Yep, perfect. All right, so we got a couple of guests here.
Okay, let's see how they do.
And let's see what goes on here. So we'll do this, and then we'll bring up Melvin. Melvin, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. What's your position? You a Unitarian? You oneness?
Yeah, I'm a biblical Unitarian.
Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Cool. Go ahead, Sam. Or did you have a question for us?
No, yeah. When they say biblical Unitarian, like saying I'm a biblical Mohammedan.
It shows you that Sam is so weak and pathetic and actually not very intellectual. He's not very intelligent. He knows the Bible very well because he's been doing it for 20 years. But as far as intelligence, let's just say Sam is not the sharpest knife in the refrigerator.
But go ahead.
Yeah, ad homs don't really work too well. But
I don't care, buddy, what you think. If you don't like ad homs, then get out of here. Get to the point.
Yeah, none of the early church nephews were Trinitarians like they are today.
That's irrelevant. They were not Unitarians like you are today.
Oh my gosh. Sam has nothing. He ran from the Old Testament to show the Trinity being taught. He ran from the New Testament to show the Trinity being taught. Now he openly admits that the earliest Christians like Irenaeus and Polycarp, who they call Christians, the church nephews, were not Orthodox Trinitarians like they are today. So this just destroys their argument completely. And it shows that the Trinity was an evolutionary concept. It evolved over the course of centuries. It's a later perversion, a later deception from Satan, right? And that's what Paul was warning us about in Galatians 1:8. If anybody comes to teach a gospel other than the one we taught to you, let them be under God's curse. So Sam crashed and burned right here. He admitted the earliest Christians that they claim to be Christians, Irenaeus, Polycarp, these church nephews, were not Orthodox Trinitarians like they are today, and they themselves would have been anathematized and called heretics. Good job, Sam. Good job.
It doesn't matter because first
It
of all,
absolutely matters.
No, because they were not Orthodox like they are today.
It absolutely matters. Let me repeat it again. You believe Jesus is merely a man, right?
Yeah, he said he was a man.
Now notice how he just evaded the topic. You went to
Again, this shows how weak Sam's argument has. He has nothing. I wanted him to show me the Trinity, to prove the early church nephews were Trinitarians like they are today. He couldn't do it. He openly admitted that they weren't. And now he's trying to say Jesus is just a man. Now he's trying to play build-a-God. Exactly what I've been telling you guys all along. It's always go to the deity of Jesus Brick Road.
the New Testament. You want me to bury you in the New Testament, or do you want me to bury you with the fathers? See, this is what.
How about we go to the Old Testament and show me
Okay,
the
now,
Son?
hold on. You want to go to the Old Testament now? Take it easy.
Yeah.
Notice how many topics you change, you son of Satan.
Like I said, this is all Sam has. He's very fragile, very insecure, a little insecure little boy wrapped inside a man's body. He evades the question, avoids them, can't go to the Old Testament, can't go to the New Testament, admits openly that the early church nephews didn't even believe like he believed. He has nothing. He has absolutely no argument. Now he's sputtering. That's why he wants to kick me off, because he's panicking in front of his audience. He's got nothing. But does his audience care? No, because they're just as demonic as he is. They have no problem with Sam cursing, talking about doing bad things to women's mothers, acting diabolical. They laugh and they giggle about it because Sam has the same spirit of Satan as his followers do. They're all in for the same ride. They do not care about truth. That's why Sam's running like a gazelle.
You went from early Christians, you went to Jesus' Old Testament. I'll bear you with all of them. Be patient. Tell the demon that's pricking you, take it easy.
You won't. You won't.
Okay. Now, did Justin Martyr think that Jesus was merely a man?
Well, the thing's about the Trinity, right? It's not about.
Did Justin Martyr think that Jesus was merely a man?
No.
What did Justin Martyr think about Jesus?
Do you see how they waste your time? I don't care what Justin Martyr thought about Jesus. I want to go to the gospel. They avoid it like the plague. And again, Justin Martyr was not a Trinitarian like you guys are, Sam. Complete, utter, and total failure.
He believed that Justin Martyr believed that the Son proceeded from the Father.
And proceeded when?
It was more embryonic, not Orthodox Trinitarianism.
No, it wasn't. He called them a rational power, meaning that within God, he was still rational.
Right, but he believed the Father alone.
Oh, wait,
God,
right. Okay, right. Shh. You said right?
Well,
so did Justin Martyr think that Jesus was created ex nihilo?
He believed that the Son proceeded from the Father.
Let me repeat the question. I know sons of the devil like to tap dance. Did he believe that the Father created the Son ex nihilo? Yes or no?
Define ex nihilo.
Meaning he created him out of nothing like he did the heavens and the earth.
I don't believe so.
So you admit, I want everyone here, this son of Satan admitting this, because then I'm going to go to Jesus, New Testament and Old Testament, and end his biblical Satanism.
The reason why Sam has to resort to ad homs and other things like that is because Sam is very fragile. He knows that he has nothing. And like I said, inside him is a very insecure little tiny boy.
So you just admit to everyone, the Son is not created ex nihilo. He proceeds out of the Father, Justin Martyr. Let me finish, dude. And that this logos that proceeds from the Father is his rational power that was in, quote unquote, in the Father, comes forth from the Father. So that means Justin Martyr would have buried you and condemned you as a heretic, thrown you out of his church, right?
Sam, it goes to show how ignorant you are. He would have been thrown out of his church today. They would have cast Irenaeus, Polycarp, Origen, Justin Martyr, everybody. All of your church nephews would have been cast out of the church as heretics because they did not believe what they believe today in Orthodox Trinitarianism. So, Sam, your arguments are just weak and juvenile and pathetic.
Well, I don't care about Justin Martyr. I care about Christ and the
apostles. You did, because you appealed to them. You said the early Christians.
I care about Christ and the apostles.
Okay, you care about Christ and how do you know about the apostles and their writings? Where'd you get them from?
Because,
again, more excuses and deflections from Sam. How do you know about their writings? What's in the book? Who gave you the book? I don't care about the canon. Let's deal with what's in the canon. Let's deal with what's taught in the canon. And again, Sam and God logic, avoid it like it's the bubonic plague, for crying out loud.
No, it's not later church history. Or
no,
whatever.
Who gave you these books that you know are from the apostles?
Well, it doesn't matter who canonized. What's actually in the canon?
Who canonized it?
What's in the canon, Sam?
But who canonized the canon that you're butchering like your father, the devil?
It's irrelevant who canonized
Ignatius. Can you tell me something about Ignatius? Who taught him?
Ignatius?
Yeah. Who taught him?
Well...
Who taught him?
You're dodging the question about Christ.
No, I'm going to bury you in the canon.
Go to the scriptures.
Who is Ignatius?
I don't care about them. Go to the scriptures.
Wait, hold on. Hey, did I appeal to the early Christians or this son of Satan?
Yeah. Melvin, look, just from the outside looking in.
I had to come on as Melvin. I go on pseudonyms because they block me from coming on the live streams. They know that they can't answer my questions. So they depend on the gullible, maybe the theologically weak to come up on their live stream so they can quote unquote destroy them. But they know that they're not going to be able to destroy me. They're not going to be able to answer my questions. Sam and God Logic are on the ropes now. They're running like theological track stars in the 40-yard riddle. And I tell you what, Sam is a God medalist in the 40-yard riddle because he's a riddle man, a riddler. Both of them are theological riddle track stars.
The first thing you said was that the early Christians were not Trinitarians. That's the first thing you said.
Orthodox Trinitarian, yes.
Okay, but they are Trinitarian, right?
In a way, I guess you could say that, but they're not Orthodox like they are today.
Okay, now you got buried there. Now let's go to the New Testament.
Okay.
You
They
want to go to
believed
the New
in
Testament?
three. They believed
Let's
in
go
three,
to the
but they
New
did not. They did not believe like they believe today in the Trinity. No, they didn't.
What does that matter if they're still
It matters.
Trinitarian? No.
Do you see how pathetic their arguments are? They're trying to argue that the early Christians were Trinitarians. Well, by using that logic and reasoning, you have to deduce it from the same level they are today. Otherwise, they were not quote unquote Trinitarians, because in order to define the Trinity, you have to take the established Orthodox Trinitarians like they are today. To say they were Trinitarian and openly admit that they are not the same as they are today shows they were not Trinitarians like Sam and God logic trying to argue. The ignorance of these people is unparalleled. No, they were not Trinitarians like they are today. And he's trying to say that Justin Martyr would have cast me out of his church. Who cares? Justin Martyr would have been cast out of Orthodox Trinitarian churches today. Justin Martyr, Polycarp, Origen, Irenaeus, Tertullian, all would have been deemed heretics by today's churches. See, so even their church nephews they quote to say they're Trinitarians. No, they were not Trinitarians like they are today. That's the argument. To say they were Trinitarian is a lie, because Trinitarianism is determined by today's orthodoxy, and they did not fit the bill. So, massive failure.
It doesn't, because your Unitarianism doesn't exist among them.
It exists with Christ and the apostles. I don't care about
Okay,
the
now I'm
later
going to go to New
deviations.
Testament. Stop manifesting, Melvin. Down, girl. Take it
I'm
easy.
not manifesting. You're just
Okay,
you're
take it.
you're
Now I'm going to
avoiding
use
the
these words
conversation.
to bury you. This guy, this dog.
All right, so let's do this. So where do you want us to what do you want us to talk
Let
about?
me show him, because he said Jesus man. I'm going to go John 8:40.
I would like you to go to the gospel and show me the Trinity being taught.
Yeah,
there.
I'm going to show it to
Okay.
you. You want to share my screen, brother? Because they can't see my Bible.
Yeah, I got you.
And you're slower than molasses. Okay.
I just got to make sure we.
No, that's all right. No, I know this guy.
No
He's
troll.
the tool of Satan.
I gotta protect you, Sam.
Yeah, please protect me. I need protection. Okay, now you said that Jesus said I'm a man. All right, I wanna show you one of the passages where he says he's a man, and I'm gonna ask you a question, but I want to see how you can answer this.
This isn't the Trinity, though, Sam.
Do you want to get bounced and return to your vomit? I'm going to bury you in the Trinity slowly.
You're
Take it
building
easy.
your God out of hints, though.
Okay, you want to send this guy there because he's a
You
dog.
can't do it. You can't.
No,
do it, right?
no, I like his energy. He deserves this. So Melvin, look, the first thing. So after you said about the early Christians, now we got that out the way, that they were Trinitarians.
Not like they were today. No.
but-
It doesn't matter, dude.
It
You don't impose later
Exactly.
theological development on an earlier generation.
No, because
You will admit
Trinitarians.
they're
Yeah.
Trinitarian.
Yeah,
the
Melvin.
Trinitarians
Melvin.
orthodox
Melvin.
in a certain way.
Melvin, please, if you want to
Guys, just
stay,
keep it
because I want you to stay to have this conversation. We gotta let's have some decorum.
But can
So-
I at least speak a little bit?
You have spoken, and you will have a chance to lay your case. Trust me. You just gotta engage. We're dealing with what you're saying. Okay. You then said, after we cleared that up, you then also said that Jesus claims to be a man. So
Yeah, that's where I'm
this is
going.
what you're addressing. You believe that Jesus is only a mere man from Jesus's own words. So this right here is what we're addressing right now. Okay?
I never said he was a mere man, though. You're adding more
That
words.
is what you
Who
said.
cares, man? What you
No,
to
he
us?
is the Messiah, the only begotten
Hey,
Son
buddy,
of
you're
God.
wasting your time with this guy, man. You early. Okay, Melvin, I'm going to give you another chance so I can bury you in your fake God. Okay, listen.
Well, you better hurry.
Okay, well, take it easy, little girl.
Better
I'm getting
hurry, Sam.
John 8:39-41. This is where you said that you mentioned that Jesus, man. Here's one of the places, and I'm going to now systematically show the Trinity and bury your fake God. Just be patient, Melvin. Take it easy.
I've been waiting, Sam.
Okay,
Well,
son of Satan, can you shut up? Let me get to the passage. John 8:39-41. They answered and said to him, Abraham is our father. Jesus said to them, if you're Abraham's children, you would do the deeds of Abraham. But now you're seeking to kill me, a man who's told you the truth, which I heard from Abraham. This Abraham did not do. What did Abraham not do?
They heard from God, not from Abraham.
No, that's not what it says. He's saying, you are not truly children of Abraham because you're seeking to kill me. This Abraham did not do. What did Abraham try not to do?
What did Abraham try not to do? He didn't try to kill them. He didn't try to kill Christ like
Who's
they
them?
were trying to
Say it
kill
again.
Christ.
Say it again. He didn't try to what?
Well, he's not the. he was
No,
not
no,
trying to.
you just made a slip. He didn't try to
No.
kill the
Yeah,
Christ.
because Christ wasn't alive in the Old Testament.
No, you moron. That's exactly his point.
No.
That unlike you, your father did not try to kill me. You just buried yourself, Melvin.
No, he was trying to
Guys,
prove that they were false
archive,
teachers.
clip it. Okay.
No, that's not the Trinity, Sam.
No, don't run. We're going to get to the
Trinity.
Trinity. Dude, we're going to get to the
Well,
Trinity.
can I at least
Shut up,
rebut
man.
that? Can I at least rebut that?
Okay, go ahead. Let's see how you're going to rebut.
Yeah, first of all, he says, you seek to kill me, a man who has told you the truth that I heard from God, not that he was God. So, and then he says, before Abraham was, I am.
No.
Whoa.
Finish it, you son of Satan. Abraham did not do what?
Yeah, Abraham did not seek to kill me, right?
Who's me?
Well, in what passage are you referring to again?
The one in front of your eyes.
On the screen, big dog.
Well, I can't. I'm on my phone, so it's really small.
Okay.
I apologize.
It's John 8:40. But now you're seeking to kill me, a man who has told you the truth, which I heard from God. This Abraham did not do. Abraham did not try to do what again?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
right. What? Yeah. Say it.
First of all, they were evil, demonic people say and act on what
like
they
you.
believe.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But can I finish?
So I'm sorry.
No, because you're not answering.
What did Abraham not do?
He said, "You're trying to find me a way to kill me," and I said, "Evil, demonic people say and act on what they believe, but they were not willing to let people who disagree with them act."
What did Abraham? Look, I'm gonna give you one last chance, Melvin. What did Abraham not do?
This is, you guys are going to riddles again.
Okay, get out of here. Return to your mom, stupid satanic bastard.
Thanks for coming.
I know this guy. That's why I treat him the way he is.
You know,
but hey, guys, archive clip it. The son of Satan, the demonic bastard, said, "Yeah, he didn't try to kill the Christ."
Once again, it shows the stupidity of Sam's argument. No, it wasn't that the Son was back there in the Old Testament. Christ wasn't alive during the Old Testament. And Abraham, who was a key figure of the Old Testament, lived centuries before Christ. So in John 8:40, Christ is speaking to a group of Jews who are challenging his claims. The verse says in the NIV, "As you are looking for a way to kill me, a man who has told you the truth that I heard from God." Sam said that I heard from Abraham, which obviously was not true. Abraham did not do this. So here, Christ is contrasting the actions of his opponents with the character of Abraham, the patriarch from Genesis. He's not saying Abraham literally interacting with him, who is Christ, in the past, but rather using Abraham as a moral and spiritual benchmark. So not only was Sam completely obnoxious, arrogant, and prideful, he ran from the entire Old Testament, and then he went to John 8:40 to try and prove that Jesus was not a man, and use a riddle like, "You seek to kill me, a man that has told you the truth that I heard from God." This did not Abraham do. But he didn't allow me to explain it all the way, right? My point was, Abraham did not seek to kill him because that was the point. Abraham wouldn't have done this. Not that Christ was saying that, "Oh, I was back there and Abraham didn't try to kill me." Do we see anything in the Old Testament where Abraham is trying to kill Jesus or attempts or even thought about it? No. So the ignorance of these people is unparalleled. And that's why you cannot have conversation with them.
We gotta.
La 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 la.